Hello, and welcome to a late night episode of Meet a Coalaholic. I have an interviewee here. You may know her as Hasaha. How you doing, Has?
It's a little sleepy, but it's kind of weird being here now that I am.
Why do you say that?
It's just not so fond of speaking.
Why?
I, I mean, I just don't like the way my voice sounds.
You have a very beautiful voice.
You're way too kind.
Not what my ex-wife would say, but yes, I guess I'll take that. You have quite the sultry voice, in my opinion.
Alright, so now that you finally have me here, what are you going to do with me?
Oh my. I plan to ask you questions for now. Maybe dinner later, but so when did you first join Coalaholics?
Well, if you go off my profile, it says I've been here since August something 2000. I want to say 11.
Alright.
But I was kind of absent for maybe a couple months.
Mm-hmm.
So give or take 3 years.
Alrighty. I'll accept 3 years. Alright, so when you joined, how was the community to you? I mean, how did you view it?
It was pretty big and well structured actually.
Yeah?
Nothing like where I came from, which was Gaia.
I too came from there when I was recruited to Colo. I despise it. One word threads, very, very lame role plays. Yes. Those were dark times. At least for me, I don't know about you. But, so, what was so far been your favorite thing about Colo?
Really the community.
The community? Can you tell me more about that? What about the community intrigues you?
Well, when I first got here, I really didn't know anybody. I didn't even know the person who invited me to Coalaholics at all.
Yes.
But I managed to make a couple fast friends.
Yeah? Who were they?
And I think Kuro, Saki, Gio, Shy, Grim Time, and Satsuo were like the first 3 people I really met.
Yeah. Alrighty. So what was the first roleplay you got into here?
Oh, what was it? It was like a high fantasy one. It didn't really last that long. It was by Blue Demon, if anybody remembers her.
Vaguely. But then again, that might have been during my period when I was on and off.
But yeah, me and Koga joined that one together, I think.
Okay. What was the worst experience on Colo so far for you?
Oh, the worst. I don't want to say because we really don't have a very good relationship on Colo as it is.
Sorry to hear that.
No, it's probably just misunderstandings on both our parts and just we never really got over hating each other.
It happens. Can't really blame yourself on something like that. But anyway, moving off of sore subjects and whatnot. What has been your least favorite roleplay?
Least favorite?
Mm-hmm. It's not the one you hate, but it's the one you're like, I've already posted everything, and this one's left over. I guess I could post it.
Really? At this moment, I don't have a least favorite, but back in the day, it was probably Shattered Heart, because it wasn't very well structured.
Okay.
I mean, I had a good idea, but that was pretty much about it. I hear they've been restructuring it under new management, and I really hope them the best. But I don't think I'll be rejoining that one anytime soon.
I see. All right. Well, Hasa, if you don't mind, if I get a little bit more personal with you here. So where are you from? I don't need like your address or anything, but I mean, roughly, where are you abouts?
Like right now or where I was born?
Well, if you want to go that in depth, both.
Currently I reside in Arizona.
Yeah.
I haven't changed any of my CVARs, and I was born in Arizona.
So an Arizona girl through and through.
Yep.
Fun times, fun times. So, tell me a little bit about yourself in general. I mean, most people, according to my rating sheet, would love to know more about you.
Like, did they mention specifics?
Not really, because I don't allow them to get too specific with questions because someone might feel offended or too invaded with their privacy.
Yeah, I can see that happening, but like general suggestions. Like, what do other people? I'm sorry, I don't.
You don't
I know
follow
I
the
probably
show?
should, but I don't actually pay attention to the show.
You're breaking my heart, sweetheart.
I'm sorry.
It's all right. It's not. You're not the first one to do so. It's all right. But generally, what I've asked of people is who they are, their name, where they're from. I mean, what they do sometimes. I mean, it's just generalized questions. I never go too in depth because, again, of privacy, and I'd rather not someone just be like blah blah. But just who is the person behind the RPer, if you will?
Well, I guess we'll get some interesting stuff out of the way first. I have been stalked twice.
Whoa.
Before, over the internet and in real life, but I'm over that now.
If you need a hired gun, I'm out of the service soon. I have low rates. I just need food and a place to sleep. I'll bring my own gun.
No, I actually, that's another interesting point. I now own one. FN57.
Yeah?
Yeah. My dad got it for me on my birthday.
Outstanding.
So, I know how to use it and whatnot. So, offer appreciated, but this gal can take care of herself.
More than understandable. That's actually a very attractive attribute, in my opinion. A woman can be able to defend herself. But anyway, moving right along. So, what do you do? I mean, if you don't mind me asking. Well, never mind. You said you already had some issues with privacy issues like that before, so we'll move past those questions.
No, it's fine. I mean, I just work retail.
Oh, outstanding. That seems to be a common seems to be a common trade right now with some of our members. So, what has been your greatest achievement, in your opinion?
Probably graduating high school so far.
If I may ask, how old are you?
That's not a very gentlemanly question to ask a lady.
Very true. Very true. I will leave that question for the side then.
But no, I graduated high school at 18, which was almost
Okay.
4 years ago.
Now I know how old you are, but as you said, gentlemen don't ask such questions, so as a gentleman I will not reveal said answer. But moving right along, I believe somewhere I've seen on Colo that you are part Navajo and Korean.
Very true.
That's a very interesting combination. I mean, most people think that I'm...
Well, you know, when a man loves a woman...
That's a very true statement.
But yeah, my dad and mom, they met overseas. And then they came over here and had a bunch of kids.
Wow.
So,
So you have several siblings, I take it?
yeah.
Outstanding. I only have a half-sister. Us pasty mutts don't have a lot of siblings. I would say I'm white, but there's too many different types of it to be in me to be specifically one. But moving on. What has been the funniest thing you've had done on Colo?
Funniest thing?
Yeah. The one thing that you're like, shit, I can't believe I just did that.
On Colo.
Yeah?
I think it was when Vasquez and I were missing the ship in an RP where I was a lolly who liked older men, and I would get into shenanigans with his character all the time, and he would complain about it in Seabuck.
That's pretty funny to visualize in my head. Touche, ma'am. Touche. Very good. Alrighty. So, trying to figure out the next question because I've had to revamp it since it's been a while. It's a very bad Sid moment at the moment. Trying to figure it out.
Well, that's why they have editing magic.
Very true. How's your relationship with TFE?
TFE.
Mm-hmm.
That man is a figurehead. No, I'm just kidding. Me and TFE, we really don't have much interaction. I mean, every once in a while, I'll be privy to one of his usual monologues on a subject that someone else brought up, but I usually tend to stay under his radar.
That's usually where most people try. Alrighty. So how do you feel about the future of Cola-holics, its current well-being?
I know this is probably hypocritical of me, but other people should donate, because back when I joined, we were like 2 to 3 months behind, and I think we're doing a lot better now, but we could do better if people gave, like, every active member just gave $8.
Yeah, I can agree with that completely. I used to, when I first joined, I started trying to help out like that, and I started paying for every month, just straight up paying for it.
I wish I was that rich.
I wasn't rich, I was just deployed in Afghanistan. We get hazard duty pay, and I felt like I wanted to keep the site alive, and I just used the extra money I gained to pump into it.
What did you do over there?
For security reasons, I can't disclose that.
So not even not?
I can tell you that I was a VIP's bodyguard.
That's super cool.
I was a glorified bullet sponge.
Me too. Someone's gotta be it.
Someone's got to take the bullet. Yeah, it was a very interesting year, but other than that, yeah. And after about 6 years, I'm getting out, so fun for me.
Well, thank you for your service.
Thank you for having me to defend for something. Anyway, well, I feel like I've pretty much asked all the cola questions. Do you have any questions that you would like to ask?
Not particularly. I'm always good at when somebody goes, do you have any questions? I'm like, not really.
Alrighty. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you've heard it here. This is Hasaha and your captain signing off. Good night.
Bye-bye.